Hi, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It is Julie from Valley Soul in Huntsville, Alabama, and I am so excited about the cold weather. It finally came. It's like I said early 60s, low 60s, in the 50s, and it's supposed to get cold at night. So I am so excited. Let me get the shoe cam joined. I feel like we went to the cemetery stroll yesterday. I don't know if y'all went and did that, but that was so much fun. But we went and everybody was in shorts and t-shirts. And I was like, oh, I think it's fine. It's hot outside. And then when we were in the shade, the kids were like visibly shaking because it was so cold. So it's definitely changed. And I was like, the good news about this cold weather is everybody's going to want boots because we are like done with sandals for the most part. We still have a few fall sandals that are pretty, but with this weather, when it turns like this, it's just so pretty. And you'll have to excuse my voice. You know how when you have like a cold, your cough and voice linger forever. That's what's happening. So I'm fully well, but just have this beautiful voice and cough. But anyways, we're really excited. We've gotten in tons of new fall shoes, fall boots, just as far as a couple of things coming up this week for those of you that are furloughed. I know that can kind of be stressful and the uncertainty of it all. So we wanted to do a couple different happies for you guys. So we are having mimosas. If you come in, we can do them anytime. So if you come in and are like, hey, can I have a mimosa while I shop? Yes, definitely. Especially right now, but we'll pull them out Friday and Saturday afternoon, just as a little take a moment, relax, do some shopping, have a mimosa, enjoy yourself, decompress from the stress. And then the other thing that we're doing is Thursday, we're having our flower bar. So this is one of our signature events that we love doing. We bring in a whole lot of flowers. We have little bouquet sleeves coming, and that's just such a fun little happy. I know flowers make me happy, especially if I'm stressed. It just seems to make everything better. So we're bringing our flower bar on Thursday. So if you're somebody that's dealing with a furlough or your spouse is furloughed and your stress level's high in your household, come get a bouquet at our flower event, our flower pop-up. That's just our little way of loving on our community during this time. And then Saturday, our timing has changed because of some flights for trade shows, but it will be here from 4C, so he's flying in from LA. He normally does not do trunk shows or pop-ups, so this is a really big deal. But he'll be here Saturday from 10 to 3. So originally it was going to be an all-day event, but he has a trade show he has to be in Dallas. So in order to make his flight, it's 10 to 3. So definitely come in Saturday. There's some new November where they're calling it like pre-spring, an early release in time for holiday. So they're bringing all the stuff that's coming in November so that you can go ahead and pre-buy your holiday stuff from 4C. So it'll be brand new stuff. So that's really exciting. Usually our trunk shows or our events, when we do them, they bring in new styles and new colors for the fall season, but there's usually not like a brand new release as part of it. So that's really fantastic timing on this. I think that's everything we've got going on. So mimosas, the flower bar is Thursday, and then our 4C's event is Saturday. If you can't make it to the 4C's event, we are doing like a trick or treat for a discount, which is really fun. We've never done that before, but just you grab a piece of candy, and the candy, kind of like Willy Wonka, the candy has the discount on it. So that'll be fun. That's just Saturday during the event. So if you can't make it, send us a message and we're happy to trick or treat on your behalf and eat your candy if you want on Saturday. So anyways, okay, let's get going. We are doing Gabor today. So Gabor is one of the biggest, or is the biggest shoe company in Europe. So they have thousands of different SKUs, which are like styles and colors. So they have heels, they have flats, they have boots, they have sneakers. I mean, they like have so much. So um, that they're one of our favorite brands. They're made in a bunch of different factories around Europe. So there are 2 different sizing systems in it. So if you have one and you need help converting, we can help you convert. So don't worry about that. But if you go on our website and shop and you see like a 5.5 UK, which is an 8 US, it's confusing. We're happy to help walk you through what that looks like. So some of them come in half sizes, which is really great because of the UK sizing. So let's get started. We'll get started with their most popular. We carry it in so many colors, like so many colors, but it's because you guys have this and you'll buy it like in a neutral and love it and want to come back in and buy. I think several of you own like every color that we've ever carried. So this is the loafer. It looks like a lace up, but it's actually a loafer. So if we open this up, which you normally wouldn't do you see how it's just a loafer? So it has the stretch. So you don't have to do and undo the lace each time. So it's really nice because it's like a sneaker look, but a slip-on, which is really candy. Especially if you're traveling, it's just easy on and off. I've seen it paired with like dresses. I've seen it paired with denim. It's just one of those like go with everything shoes. Anytime that we call, it's like, okay, what colors do you want in this one? Like it is so popular. So this is the neutral color. They are all in German sizing or German colors. So if you have any questions on the color, take a screenshot of this. Here you go. So you can screenshot and say, this is the color that I want. This is like the neutral kind of beigey, kind of go with anything color. And then we have like a whole host of other colors. So we have black leather, and this has what they call the smoky outsole. So the smoky is cute because it's kind of a gray instead of a white. So you see the difference in the outsole. So the navy comes with the white outsole, and then the black leather comes with that kind of smoky outsole. And then we have rosewood, which is beautiful. It's such a good neutral. It has a little touch of that mauvey pink to it, but it's just so warm and such a beautiful color. So that one's new for this year. Really pretty. And that has that gum outsole. So that's another one if you're wanting more of a fall look. That has the gum outsole. This is mohair. Mohair's been the most popular. Brand new, really pretty. It's kind of that gunmetal, like gray chocolate, really pretty neutral. And then we have the Bordeaux, which is absolutely beautiful. We just got this in last week, so this is in time for holiday. So if you're wanting kind of a fall color shoe and then can be more berry as we move into Thanksgiving and Christmas, this is such a pretty shoe. And again, it has that gum colored outsole. And then we have the black patent. The black patent is one of their best sellers, and it's black on black. It's one of their best sellers because it looks good with anything. It dresses up a little bit more, but then you also have it where if it's rainy, you don't have to worry about rain permeating the top of the leather. So really functional, really cute. And all of these have a removable footbed as well. So hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning, my goodness. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Julie from Valley Sole in Huntsville, Alabama. We did a short live earlier today, and then we're going to pick back up where we left off so that you can see the rest of the Gabor line. We have a few fun things happening this week. We have our flower bar on Thursday, which we're really excited about. That is a, let me get the shoe cam joined. That is, the flower bar is meant to be like a happy, I know a lot of you are furloughed or have a spouse that's furloughed and are dealing with that whole fun thing. So we just want to love on you guys this week and create some happy in your life. So that is our hope with the flower bar. So we'll have the flower bar here on Thursday. We're really excited about that. And then Saturday, we're having our 4Cs event. It's our trick or treat 4Cs. We're really excited about that. Art, who is from 4Cs, he went to Milan for me camp a few weeks ago. He's going to be here from LA on Saturday from 10 to 3, and he's bringing some of the new collection. So it's going to be so much fun. The new collection is what's releasing for November. So this is stuff that you guys haven't seen before. It's new colors, new styles, and it's part of their holiday. So that we're really excited about. We're pre-selling from there. So that'll be here this Saturday from 10 to 3. And then he has to jet off to another show. I feel like he's the most busy person alive. So we're really excited. So mark your calendars for Thursday for the flower bar and then for Saturday. And I have that cough, like the cough after you've been sick that lasts forever. So I'm going to be sipping my tea. That's why if you were watching the broadcast earlier and you're like, did Julie just die? Is she okay? Was that it? That was just the end of the lives. There's no more Julie, no more lives. That was why. So I'm going to be sipping tea and hopefully my throat and my voice will last. So Gabor has a series of beautiful new boots in. Y'all have already been loving them. Several of you have messaged and been like, do you have my size? Can you pull my size? I love them. That's what we're going over today. There is still stock for the most part in the US in these. So if we don't have your size, it's just a couple of weeks to get in. But I would say the sooner the better because it goes fast. And then a lot of it is there isn't stock in the US, so when it's gone kind of thing. So definitely come in sooner rather than later. This is one of my favorite ones. This is kind of an elevated cowboy. I love that the suede goes all the way down. So you're not fighting with like a more casual outsole. Sometimes some of you will see like a thick rubber sole and go, I love the top part, but the bottom part looks more too casual and I need something dressy. This really, there's nothing not to like. How about that? So this is just a really comfy, really easy. I love this little slit at the top. So if you have a wider ankle, you're going to have some option to let it open up a little bit. Hey, Leisha. Hey, Mandy. I hope y'all are having a good Monday. And I like the toe on it. So it has not a square toe. Square toes and rounded toes are like trending down and more pointed, more tailored toes are on the rise. In the shoe world, as far as our goal is always to have shoes that you can wear all day long and feel good in all day and like the way that they look. So we try to follow trends, but also getting a pointed toe is frequently not very comfortable. So this is a really good solution to that problem where we have the more narrow toe, but then it's cut off. So you don't have that extra point to pinch that bunion area in the toes, but you also don't have a great big rounded toe. So really, really pretty. I love this. And then it has that just classic inside zip. So really easy to get in and out of. One of our customers was cracking me up earlier today. I brought her out a pull-on boot and she was like, no, girl, that is not going to go on. So I love an inside zip. It just is really easy. And all of the Gabor have this really soft lining in it. So if you can kind of see, they're all this really great lining. So you can wear it with or without a sock. And if you haven't heard, brown's the color of the season. So there's a lot of brown. I think we've got 3 brown and 1 black. So if you're looking for a brown boot, we have them. Okay, this is even more Western and has that wooden outsole. And if you kind of can see the line of the stitching, it definitely is a nod to Western wear. So really cute with denim, cute to throw on for a concert. Has that inside zip and then that little pull tab. So in like a traditional Western that are both pull tabs, this zip is really nice and makes it easy to get in and out of. Gabor, for those of you that aren't familiar with the brand, they're the biggest shoe company in Europe. So they have like thousands of different SKUs, so different styles, different colors. They have, they work with enough factories that some of them are Euro sizing and some of them are UK sizing. but depending on which factory the shoe is made in. So they know shoes. They are really comfortable in their boots. We sell really well every year. They also all have a removable footbed, which is nice because you can pull out that liner in there and you can put your custom orthotic in. So to get a boot that looks like this, that is not uncomfortable, is really, really great. So has that flexible outsole, but not too flexible, and then has that rubber, and I love it even has like a textured look to make it look like wood, but it's rubber, so it's going to be nice and grippy. So when the rain inevitably comes, you're not going to slip and fall, hopefully, because you've got that rubber grippy outsole. Amanda's laughing at me. Okay, sip of tea so I don't lose my voice. If you have any questions on Facebook, I can't see what you're saying, but we'll go back and respond. On Instagram, I can. So if you have any questions, just let me know and I can answer them. Okay, this one we are like tragically already down to 2 or 3 of. So this is sold very well. I'm hoping to get more. We're placing an order for more and hoping for the best. So we'll see what happens. But I love the gum outsole. I love its platform. So there's nothing worse than putting on a boot that's on a heel and feeling like these are so pretty, but I can feel the floor with the ball of my foot. That's the worst. So they added this thicker rubber outsole. So the rubber is naturally going to help with shock absorption. It's going to help with traction, and then it's also going to platform out the back. So there's only about 1 inch of pitch in this, even though the heel looks like it's 1.5 inches, is so that you don't have all that forefoot pressure. This is a great height. You guys have been asking for tall boots. We don't do tall boots because we are in Alabama, and there's like maybe 2 days of the year that you can actually wear a tall boot because they just get so hot. This is the perfect height. So this gives you the look of a tall boot. It hits at a good place on your ankle, but it's not going to be so tall. I feel like it's like with maxi dresses, unless your height is like exactly that average height, it's either going to drag the floor or it's going to be too short. So when midi dresses came out, I'm like here for that because I'm tall. So maxi dresses never hit me right. Midi dresses are like, it gives you 6 inches one way or the other that it's going to look good on you. This is that for the boots. This is like your midi boot that you don't have to worry about it going over your knee or if your calf is the right size or any of that. It just fits everybody. But the slouch in it is really, really pretty and really flattering. And then, of course, this is that color of the year, that really dark chocolate brown. So super comfy, grippy outsole. Inside zip, so opens up really nicely. And again, a removable footbed. If you have a custom orthotic or you want a little extra arch support or you want to add a met pad, you can do all those things in this one. Okay, and then for our lonely black boot, we have one customer who, like, I swear if she's watching this, she's going to comment, but it's like, you don't buy that many black shoes. And I'm like, I know, I personally don't wear that many black shoes and a lot of our customers don't. And then this season in particular, there's just not a lot of black out there. So if you need a black boot, this is a good option and it has been selling well and it's nice and tailored and very pretty. I love the outsole on it. Has that block heel, that wide forefoot, so you have a nice stable ground. And then it has some traction. So if you are heading to New York or a city that's notoriously known for black clothing and black shoes, this is going to be one that's going to be nice and grippy and feel good all day, and you can dress up and just very, very classic. I do love a black suede. This suede really makes it look rich and elevates it and just giving it that texture, whereas sometimes if it's a smooth leather, it can tend to look a little cheaper or too shiny. Like, I'm funny about my black leathers. This is such a pretty, pretty color. So really cute, nice and classic, no seaming. So if you have that bunion or hammer toe, it's not going to rub on the top. And then again, you have that really nice inside zip, so easy to get in and out of, and just such a classic shoe. Oh my gosh, Renee, that's so cute with your outfit. I just looked at the shoe cam. I was like, that's really cute. So such a cute shoe and really comfy for all day. And then we go into our little fuzzy sneaker. We touched on these last week for a minute. So this has that shearling cuff. This might be what does me in. Anytime I hold shearling next to my face, my body's like, what are we doing? Okay. So this has that shearling cuff. So if you can kind of see, do you see how it ends? So it's just around the ankle. The purpose of this is to kind of hold the foot in place if you don't have a sock on, that snow's not going to drop down in it. It keeps your ankle warm so that the air doesn't move through. So it really just kind of seals that area, kind of like a scarf, like how a scarf seals the area around your neck where your shirt might gap. That's what this is doing. This is your ankle scarf. So really, really comfy, really cute on, super lightweight. They notch out the sole, so you do have some flexion in it when you walk. Super comfortable, removable footbed. So we got this one in mind for your winter travel. So if you are traveling somewhere this fall, winter, that's what we bought this one for. The patent's nice if you're going somewhere rainy or snowy or wet, because it's just going to act as a natural barrier between your shoe and the elements. So that's going to last really well. Everything's just going to beat up and roll off of it. Such a neutral color too. It's kind of that khaki gray, beigey gray. So really, really pretty. It comes in that color, and then it also comes in the stone suede. I love this stone color. It's so neutral. I like that the outsole is the same color. This is a big trend right now. I know you'll see it with UGG, and you'll see it with a lot of other sneakers where you get that just kind of tonal all the way through. So for those of you that don't like a wide outsole, this is a really pretty option and something that's so lightweight. So really, really cozy. Good one just to have in your closet and be ready for your next adventure. And then we have, if you didn't see earlier, we have the slip-on. That's the number one. We carry it in like 6 different colors. So it's really, really pretty. And that's their most popular shoe. And some of the outsoles are that kind of gum colored outsole instead of the white. We have a black that has a smoky colored outsole. So it's kind of a gray. We still have some sandals. We have another platform sneaker. So we love Gabor. And then last of the new ones is this little Mary Jane. It's so cute on the foot. This is like perfect for holiday. I feel like this is my level of dressy all through holiday, where we're going to a party or a fundraiser, but we're doing an activity while we're there. We're on our feet, or the kids come, and so we want to go outside some, but we're dressed up for a service or whatever. That's this. That is what this shoe is meant for. It's also great if you're a teacher and you're on your feet all day, so you need something dressy. It has a ton of cushion in there. So usually you look at a shoe like that and you're like, those are cute, but there's no way that has any support or any cushion. I'm going to feel the ground. This has so much padding. That's what Gabor is known for. And then you have some flexibility, but it's not like a Rothy's or one of those like cheap little flimsy shoes that you can like fold in half. This is going to have some support to it. And if you can tell, like the heel, there's just a little bit on the heel that gets there between you and the ground. So perfect little holiday shoe, teaching shoe, dance. I know there are homecomings and all the things that even just like if you have a teenager or a tween that you want something dressy and pretty, but you don't want them in a heel, this would be good for that too. So lots from Gabor. We always love their boots. We've had so many of you like, when are the boots coming in? So they're here. They're officially here. I can't promise how long they'll be here, but they are here for the moment. So just as a reminder, we have our flower bar this Thursday, and that is just our way to kind of love on everybody going through the furlough. I feel like there's been some heaviness in Huntsville lately. So this is just our way of like loving our community. So come in, put together a little bouquet, a little happy for your house. And then Saturday, we have our 4 C's event from 10 to 3. So Art will be here. He's flying in from LA. And he'll have some brand new stuff. So stuff that is released in November. So new colors, new styles. We're really, really excited about that event. And it's one we've been like, please come to Alabama. We love 4Cs. Our ladies would love to meet you and see the new collection. And we're doing a trick or treat for a discount. So think of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with the golden ticket. Each little candy piece will have some money with it, and that will be the amount off of your 4Cs purchase. So we are so excited. I hope you're having a great week. The weather has officially turned, so we are so excited for fall here, and we're officially ready with boots. So we will see you guys soon. We're here 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Bye, everybody.